We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
The first down throw was incomplete, and now 2nd and 10. On play action, Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
1st and 10.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Grant Calcaterra. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air again. Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The man who spent his first 6 seasons as a Giant, Saquon Barkley. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 12-yard line.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. To the pylon, he's in. Dotson. Touchdown, Eagle. They get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first, and now the rest of the way plays out.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, Giants 0.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. across the 20. They'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. A play fake, now Dart moving to his right. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 2. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A run here with Tracy on second down. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Brings up third and 10.
Out of a shotgun. It's Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's now fourth down.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. Could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. 14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles first down.
Gain of 14 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're fast, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
Off the play fake, Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
On the throwaway. Javon Holland there on the coverage.
Third and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it, so Philly will retain possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
They'll run with Tracy. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. And that is incomplete.
And that's now their second time failing to convert here in the early going on third down. And talking to them this week, third down efficiency was going to be such a critical element of the game. They knew first and second down were going to be hard to pick up big chunks, and they were going to find themselves in these manageable third downs. And when you get opportunities to hit them...
Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a big play for the special teams unit, Greg. They get the block and the score. A big swing that starts with getting to the kicker.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. And anytime you draw up a successful punt block rush, it starts with identifying the breakdown of the protection unit. In this case, they found that weak link. They were able to exploit it. It leads not only to the block, but to the touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top. 14-0.
14. Giants nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They're an early hole, 14-0. They'll start digging out soon. begin this drive. 1st and 10. Dart. He'll step up and run, and he'll give himself up here, but that's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you're going to run the ball in the middle of this defensive line, you better block the big man in the middle, Mike. What a great job not only defeating his blocks, but being able to penetrate enough to take the ball carrier down for a loss. That is a great play by the big man inside.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants, 1st down. An 8-yard pickup.
You could tell pretty quickly that when this quarterback decided to pull it down himself, Mike, he knew exactly where that 1st down marker was. That's a great effort. He didn't get it by much, but it's a good spot, and it gets him the 1st down.
Now here's a keeper on his own read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Dart can throw here on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Now a short one, caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. So the Eagles will use their 1st time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Jamie Gillen on now. And remember, the last time they tried this, he had it blocked. And great coverage on special teams to mark it down inside the 5-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. Now quick throw, taken in by Brown. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 28 yards.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Total team effort anytime you have a run of this size, Mike. Blockers up front give you the seam to hit, but it was the vision to see the hole and the speed to chew up those yards. His teammates at the 2nd level hitting blocks gave him just enough time to push this one downfield.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up 1st downs is? On 1st downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40 as we are ready to get back underway. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Saquon Barkley. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good. For
a gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Hurts. Taking off, and he's in! Jalen Hurts! Touchdown, Eagles! He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
That's just such an athletic play by an NFL quarterback, Mike, and you can see he tried to remain as long as possible, but once it became clear there was nowhere to go with the ball, he puts it down and decides to do the rest with his legs, and he's able to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
21. Giants nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He keeps it himself. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
So they decide to move the pocket in the launch point for the quarterback by calling a bootleg. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball downfield, but it does allow him to get out onto the edge, pick up a positive gain, and convert the 1st down.
Throw left side, that's Johnson.
Complete to Theo Johnson. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's Tracy. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Giants.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the pick up 3 or maybe 4. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. The throw is Dart. A throw on the move is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
A carry here for Tracy.
Tight end Tracy, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Here's their punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. He runs with it. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, Mike, the offense's first priority is to pick up 1 1st down. Well, the quarterback does it all himself. Gets out of the pocket for a nice scramble, and he's able to move the chains.
Off-balance throw. It's complete.
Nice pass. Complete to Jahan Dotson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First carry for the Auburn alum, Hank Bigsby. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Dotson, incomplete. Javon Holland there on the coverage.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. Now now a screen set up for Barkley. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
That's Goddard in motion. On third down, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goddard. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
First down.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
One of the tight ends motions right. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Eagles, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Saquon trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Taken down right at
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Now a shotgun. It's done. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. Was brought down, and that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here's Dart. He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield. Deep pass, incomplete. You got to find a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Hurts going to keep it on the option. He'll take this forward for about 5.
Cordell Flott on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. One final throw before the break. The open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Third and long. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but far looks like much of the same.
The Giants sending out their punter. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On play action, Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
He bought himself all the time he could. It's actually a really nice job by the quarterback extending this play, and that's so much about what NFL football has turned into, Mike, is the quarterbacks that can extend the plays the longest usually give their receivers and targets downfield a chance to unfold, but they've got to do a better job working with their quarterback as he breaks contain, and all he can do is throw it away.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Now he takes off.
Jackson Dart on the scramble. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it. And he's going to have a 1st down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
Gain of 6. And the Giants 1st down. It's a gain of 6. And the Giants 1st down.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point, something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
To the air on 2nd down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs, but sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down.
Complete to number 6, Devontae Smith. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Harris on the stop. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. A play fake, now Dart. And open downfield, it's Johnson. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes, so they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start, and it's exactly what they're able to do on that first down play.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Intended for Theo Johnson. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
3rd down and 9. Throwing, Dart. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
For the Giants field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will cut into that lead.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. They decide to bring a quarterback blitz, but it ends up being directly into the side of the field the quarterback is rolling into. He didn't have a chance. By the time he got his head around, the defender was there and brought him down for a sack.
Dart going to throw here on second down. That is incomplete.
I think the coverage deserves a majority of the credit for that one, Mike. I mean, up front, really nice job by the offensive line. The pass rush was completely stonewalled. Skill players had all the time in the world to get open, and they were just blanketed.
Third and long. Dart. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Yeah, so there's two schools of thought, Mike. Third and real long. A lot of people want to sit back, play deep coverage, and keep everything in front of you. But not these guys. They want to attack, get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And if he doesn't, you take him down for a sack.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar. And they have been so far. Now he'll run. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
That's good.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Jalen Hurts on second down. He's going to run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long. Not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Hurts going to hold on to this one, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Brought down
The
back
reason
at
teams
45
love calling the
yard
quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
To throw on second down is Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of it. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
21 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him.
A loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
That's another Eagles first down.
A nice alert play there, Mike, by his teammate to fall on that fumble, but it really just comes down to effort. Coaches preach it on both sides of the ball. The more guys around the ball, the more good things happen, and fortunately for this offense, he recovers the fumble, and they live to continue this drive.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
26, Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Neville Hewitt. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. Second and 5. That's Goddard in motion. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Once again, it's Barkley.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal.
23-yard attempt.
This, about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Pass pulled in by Tracy. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. looking to throw. It's Dart. Down the field, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Giants.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, New York.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5. Dart gonna throw it again. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Mitchell on the coverage.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Roy Robertson Harris on the stop. A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
Third and 6. To throw is Hurts. He'll try to run for it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. The guy's there is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Third and 11. Hurts to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike. This pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game, and they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. Get him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dart. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, 3rd and 2.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. That's going to be caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Man in motion is Smith. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He runs with it.
Jalen Hurts. A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for a back, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Intended for
Well, I think the two of us kind of looked at each other up here in the booth, Mike, like, I'm a little surprised they're still throwing the ball at this stage of the game with the lead, but when you've had as much success through the air that they've had today, I don't think I can blame them for trying to pad the stats a little bit.
A 44-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. And that one incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart, he takes off. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
This is one of the things you love about having a young, athletic quarterback, but you want to make sure you don't take advantage of it. You can't rely too much on his running here early in his rookie year. Find that balance as a passer and being the dynamic runner that we saw from him in college.
He's got his man, that's Slayton, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes 2nd and 4. On the ground, here's Tracy. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back, and they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, it is Dart. He'll step up and run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Giants 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, New York.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
Dart going to throw here on second down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.